evaluate your team now that you're a little bit past halfway mark?
Well, looking back on the first half, I think we're all a little disappointed that we're 2 games under 500. I think we had a chance to be 2 games over 500. We played really well in pretty much every game except the last half against Chico. And hats off to Chico. They rolled us there in the second half, just played harder than we did, made more shots, defended us really well. I thought they played a great game in the second half. So, throwing that game out, as we've talked about before, we were 7 points away from 3 more wins. We didn't get them. So we need to take that mindset into this half. We've got one more road trip than we have homestand. Historically, we've been pretty good on the road, but we've got a tough one coming up this weekend with Pomona and San Diego. So, we'll see. We continue to get better. And like every team, you got your ups and your downs. And I think our record is not as reflective of how good we are and how good we can be. So, we're just got to keep plugging, keep getting better every day.
How do you plan for the rest of the season, knowing you've seen all of these teams once already?
Well, we just go back through and we watch and see what we ran that worked against them, and we see what they ran that worked against us. And going back into game 2, we have a much better feel for teams. We've seen Pomona's zone now, which makes it a little bit easier. Not a lot. It's very good, but it makes it a little easier. We've played everybody now once, and so I think usually game 2 there's a little bit more familiarity. You got to do a better job of executing. You got to make adjustments. Certain things didn't work the first time around. Certain things did. You hope that those things will work again, but same thing. Teams are doing the same to you. They're looking to see what you ran well against them and what they can do to kind of take that away. So a little bit of a chess game, but we're still going to stay within what we want to do and continue to get better.
San Diego this weekend. What are you expecting from them, and will it be any different from when they were here?
Well, it'll be a little bit different because they're at home. Pomona is very good at home. They had a tough. Actually, no, they got 2 this weekend. So, Humboldt almost got them in double overtime. Actually, should have had them in regulation, but almost got them in double overtime. But they're running the matchup zone. They run it better than anybody else in the league. They stick with it the entire time. So, we've got to make some outside shots. We've got to be able to get the ball inside. We're going to work a lot this week against zone. And then we got San Diego on Saturday, who shoots the ball really well, and they're at home. The biggest thing with San Diego is you got to defend the 3-point line. And if you can't defend the 3-point line, they're really good because they can put 4 or 5 guys out there at one time that can all make threes. So, that's what we got looking for us. And that's a tough trip. You get to drive in the middle of the night, and so it's always fun.
Tell me about the play of Marquise Washington this past weekend and what you're expecting from him in the future.
I think he's kind of turned a corner. As he continues to get in better and better shape and continues to get more minutes, he continues to be effective for us. One thing when we recruited him, we knew he could score. He hadn't played in 2 years. And so, it's taken him a while to get back into the swing of things basketball shape-wise. But, we're going to need big nights from him like we had against Chico, especially against Pomona, because if you can't score inside against Pomona, they're very hard to score on, period. So, we need him to continue to do that, and we need him to continue to get better on D. It's kind of the one thing is he's getting better, but the D needs to progress as quickly as the offensive side.